Thanks to streaming games, we have really seen the horror genre return to the forefront. There aren't a ton of horror games being made by AAA studios, but the indie market has taken this genre and run with it to make some of the most terrifying games in recent years. One of those games is Phasmophobia. It's a co-op adventure where you and your buddies are ghost hunters in a very haunted house, and this game can be played in VR. Hello again, Most Amazing Top 10 family. I'm your host, Jade Arena, and welcome back to Most Amazing Top 10. Today we're going to be venturing into a virtual home to virtually pee our pants with our list of top 10 scary ghost encounters in Phasmophobia. If you guys want more top 10 content, you should check us out on Instagram and Facebook. Let's get into this list. Coming in at number 10, we have Gaming Demons Sees an Old Man. For our first pick of scary encounters, I gotta give a huge shout out to a small YouTube channel, Gaming Demons. He has some amazing Phasmophobia compilation videos with some awesome scares, and this one really sent it home.
Hello, I said bye. It said adult. I also said bye. It's fine.
He talked to you?
Ah! It's an old man! Bro, he's right there! Disgusting!
The crazy thing is just hanging out there trying to get all his things together, dropping what he doesn't need, and then picking up some new items, and then that creepy dead old man shows up out of nowhere, scaring the crap out of everyone playing the game. It is very nice how you can play this game with your friends, so when you scream like a little girl, you scream like a little girl all together. Also, why was this old man so well dressed? He looks like he was on his way to a wedding and then drove into a ditch, and now his whole body is rotten, but the clothes are still sharp as hell. I mean, that doesn't seem like the worst way to be in the afterlife. You're just looking drippy as hell all the time, but your face looks like a Subway sandwich that was forgotten in a fridge for 13 years. Coming in at number 9, we have having a breakdown. Here's one thing when you're playing horror games. Sometimes it's so hard to separate yourself from the spooky things that are happening because you're in that world and you have to experience so much of it. I'm the opposite. I find movies way scarier than games because in games you have agency, so you can control what's going on. So even if you can't fight back, you can run away or something. When you're watching a movie, I just feel like I'm trapped in the horror. Well, this person doesn't feel the same way.
I don't want to die though, because I kind of don't want to lose our second flashlight.
That was Lil Pichu, and she was clearly having a hard time. She's staring right into the ground, trying not to cry, and as soon as she looks up, some horrible ghost walks past the screen and freaks the hell out of her. From the looks of it, she's also playing in VR, which makes the whole experience that much more terrifying. Coming in at number 8, we have A Grown Man Screams. That's what this game can do to you. You think you're tough? You think you can handle it? And it won't make you revert back to your childhood self when you're going to scream and cry like a baby for 20 minutes after you finish playing this game, but this game will get to you and make you do that. I mean, just look at Angry Pug in this next clip. This is a grown man with a beard so wondrous Odin himself would build a new Asgard on it. And this is what this game does to him. Now, I think we can all understand why he screams like that. That short Danny DeVito looking ghost was so horrifying it looked like it was going to eat his entrails right in front of him. And while he was trying to run to safety, his flashlight was going out. That's so spooky, dude. But the sounds that come out of this man's mouth make me feel as tough as a lumberjack. That's easy to say on this side of the screen. Coming in at number 7, we have another bearded victim. We're bringing you two dudes with amazing beards getting spooked back to back. This next clip comes from Dusk the Viking, and his beard is even braided so it looks like he could whip a throwing axe through a man's skull and it would split in half like a pumpkin that got dropped off of a skyscraper. But even he is not immune to the terrors of this game.
Oh god! Oh, okay. Hey, what's up, Linda? What's up, girl? How you doing? Okay, that's a 5.
I mean, what on earth was that thing? It was like some angry old witch lady with a scythe or some sort of hooked farming tool. Why does she have to have such a menacing weapon? Was looking like a rotting corpse and appearing out of thin air not enough to scare people? You had to bring curved bladed weapons into the party? Next on the list we have PeekABoo. This game seems to be a master of jump scares. Every encounter feels like the splashy water monster from Amnesia, just making you clench your butthole so tight you could slice a diamond in half with it. Why would there be a diamond in your butthole? Well, that's a story for another video. But in this next clip, we see how quickly these ghost beings can pop out of nowhere, and we get to hear someone testing the capabilities of their microphone.
You want this?
Yeah, I want it.
Why?
Yeah, I think the mic was clipping just a little bit there. I'm not 100% sure, but I think those terrified screams might have launched your audio levels into the red. But I get why. A ghost man with a hatchet just appeared right in front of you. The only logical reaction is to scream like a banshee. Like, what is he supposed to do? Tip your hat and say, "Good day, horrific monster"? I love how his character just turns up and starts looking at the ceiling. You know that he just wanted no part of looking at that horrible spooky thing. Next on the list, we got Jon Got Messed Up. When you get to a state of tension that is this intense, literally anything can set you off. It doesn't need to be something in the game. That's kind of what happened to Jon here. He was so caught up in the game that he wasn't ready for the donation message that was about to come in.
Maria?
I promise we're really nice people, so like if you like let us
Oh.
Jon, calm down, it's just a game.
That was a very legitimate jump scare that made this dude leap out of his seat, and it wasn't even from the game. But kudos to the person who sent him that message to freak him out like that. I don't know if this counts as a ghost encounter, but it was an amazing scare, so it definitely deserves a spot on this list. Next on the list, we have don't touch the Ouija board. I mean, this is a rule in real life where ghost encounters are not guaranteed, but in a game where the whole purpose is to run into ghosts and get so scared you blow out your lungs from screaming, you better believe that you shouldn't go anywhere near the Ouija board. So it should be no surprise that when a streamer gets too close, this happens to them. You should have stayed at home that day because what just happened didn't seem fun at all. Miss Gif gets 2! I don't want to spoil this scare before you see it. It's so good, so let's just go right into this clip.
last page of your journal, Miss Kid? Oh.
This is one of the best scares I have seen because Miss Gif gets so spooked back to back. You thought the scary ghost was gonna be the whole thing, and then the creepy dude with the bat came through and tried to murder you. Honestly, I would have made the exact same noises. Next on the list, we have Swag Dracula Sing. Swag Dracula hits a note on this one so high it sounded like it came off of a soundboard. I might clip him screaming and use it for my own stream. It's gonna be the noise that plays anytime someone follows. This is probably the best scream of the whole list, and here it is. And coming at the #1 spot, It's Silker is straight up terrified. I have to say that this next clip is one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my life. This just goes to show you how scary this game is and how much you can heighten fear by playing it in VR. Once you put on the headset, there's nowhere you can escape. You're about to see what happens to It's Silker when he's abandoned by his friends in the horrors of this game.
Guys, you left me! Allah salli ala Muhammad! Bro, you guys are pissing! Allah salli ala Muhammad! I killed her!
Now that clip would be so scary if you were in it. From my perspective, that is one of the funniest things I have ever seen because it's bona fide real fear. When he says, "You guys left me," you know that he's feeling something. You can tell that the terror is building in his body. You can see how jagged his movements are, like he thinks he's actually going to die. But then everything is sent to the other level when he starts yelling in his native language. That's where things really get good because you know when people switch from English to their native language, the emotions that they are feeling are real. That's why I laughed so goddamn hard at this clip. It was truly amazing. Let's see that clip one more time.
Guys, you left me! Allah salli ala Muhammad! Bro, you guys are pissing! Allah salli ala Muhammad! I killed her!
Okay, guys, that has been our list. Thank you all so much for tuning in. As always, I would love it if you could like, comment, subscribe, and hit the little notification bell. Until next time, I've been your host, Jade Arena, and play Phasmophobia. It's terrifying. Bye.